61-29. The last time 32 over 500, you have to go back 39 years. When the Dodgers in 1978 were 91-59 in the middle of September. Here it is, the end of the second week of July.
Clayton Kershaw on that July day, a complete game against the Royals, 13 strikeouts, 0 walks, a game that took 2 hours and 16 minutes before the pitch clock, by the way. Clayton Kershaw, since then, has not thrown a complete game since. How about that? This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we'll check back in with Rick Monday as we lead you up to first pitch from Kansas City. Dodgers and Royals. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, Teoscar Hernandez here. Have you ever feel like it's okay for other people to struggle, but you don't give yourself the same grace? Take Space to Pause is a new campaign for teen by teens about destigmatizing mental health and balancing stress. Learn more at takespacetopause.org.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even, high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
More than ever, you need a friend in the auto business, and Galpin Ford has been that friend for 8 decades and counting, helping families throughout Southern California find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. And it starts with the Bachman family, who have built a culture centered around you, the customer. That approach made Galpin Ford the largest volume Ford dealer in the world. The same approach applies to every Galpin brand, all 12 of them. You design your buying experience. Do it all online with at-home delivery. Shop online and pick up your new car in person, or come to Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and experience the world-class treatment that thousands receive every month. It starts at Galpin.com.
Meet LA Care Health Plan, the #1 choice for Medi-Cal in LA, offering free health coverage for those who meet income requirements. Get doctor visits, rides to your doctor, and more at no cost to you. Learn how to apply at lacare.org/meta-cal.
ahead and bought a stack of them. And I was like, I think we can get these ourselves, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to, have that moment and have everyone so excited to, have a picture of you is a fun moment.
Here's what's ahead on the Dodgers calendar. An 11 a.m. start tomorrow for Getaway Day in Kansas City. An off day Monday before the Dodgers are back home to face the White Sox Tuesday. And then Wednesday's Yoshinobu Yamamoto bobblehead night. Clayton Kershaw also going for his 3,000th strikeout. And then the Astros will be in town for some Friday night fireworks on the 4th. All of these games right here on Sportsnet LA. Kansas City, famous for its fountains and jazz music, but perhaps the city's signature is the Kansas City-style barbecue. Not to get too behind the curtain, but we have learned that all broadcasters in Kansas City today, they're going to be eating like kings during the game. So with some jealousy, we check in with Steven Nelson and Eric Karros from the booth at Kauffman Stadium. Hi there, Steven.
Do I have any of the barbecue sauce in the beard?
I didn't know that Kings ate barbecue, though. Right?
Kings ate whatever. We got to clean up here and get going, EK. Look, as awesome as Ben Kasparius has been all year long, and the Dodgers expect to see him at some point today, all the attention, all the focus is on Shohei Ohtani in his third start of the season. What do you want to see from him as they continue these slow build-up?
Well, I think I've mentioned it before. It's like climbing a ladder, and it's step by step. The interesting thing that we're going to see today is compared to his last start, he only saw left-handed hitters. So the pitch mix was probably a little different than what it's going to be today. Also, again, more efficient in his last start. Look to see him be even better in this one. Last thing, too, with the hitting in the first day, I know there's been a lot of discussion. Shohei Ohtani has had 39 road starts in his career. 32 of those he hit. 7 of them, he didn't even hit that game, so I don't know what that was all about. But he always hit in the first inning. So if you're hitting in the first or the third or first or third up, you're still hitting in the first. So he's used to that, so I don't expect that to be an issue at all on the road.
He's been hitting. He's been slugging of late. This whole lineup for the Dodgers has been built on slug. We have certainly seen that the last week.
So the thing about it, the Dodgers have been hitting the ball out of the ballpark. They've hit home runs in 7 straight. 6 of those they've won. Today, though, Seth Lugo has only given up 1 home run this month. And his last 2 starts has not given up a home run. So something's going to give this afternoon.
Yeah, the Dodgers somewhat familiar with Seth Lugo, right? They faced him when he was a Padre a couple years ago, but he's been a different guy. He was a Cy Young Award runner-up a season ago and a big part of the Kansas City rotation. And the Royals, of course, trying to snap a 6-game losing streak, so you know he's going to bring it. And Shohei Ohtani will as well. We can't wait for the 3rd Ohtani bump day of the year.
It's going to be a great matchup. Enjoy the barbecue there in the booth, gentlemen, and hopefully it's a great game to call as well. We'll see you again in 15 minutes. So Shohei's only pitched 1 inning in each of his first 2 starts of this season. Gave up 1 run on 2 hits in that first outing, followed by a clean inning in the second start. Nomar, what improvements are you hoping to see from Shohei once again today that we saw from the first start to the second start?
Well, Jerry kind of touched on it earlier, and he really talked about, that glove side command, especially with his fastball. We're going to go to the K zone and look. We look at the first game that he had, his first outing, and, he's... This is like rehab for him. Rehab starts where you're working on things. And we can see here, trying to get that glove side command of that fastball, and he just keeps pulling it, and especially in on lefties, but even on righties as he's trying to go out there and really just trying to get that feel, that release point as well to try to get that corner of those pitches. So struggled a little bit in that inning, like, all right. But then the next one, have to make adjustment. Sometimes what you do, you go with breaking balls. You say, okay, let me see if I can help with my release point. I want to go inside. I'm still having trouble maybe with that fastball command. So let me go to another pitch when I want to show something in on that glove side. So he really went to the breaking ball. You see just kind of the check swing that tells you how good of the break that he had on those pitches, but still trying to find it, still trying to work on it. Here's one where the fastball, but see how that went over the middle of the plate? still doesn't like that. He still wants to get more on the inner half without necessarily having to kind of pull that ball way down in. But we still know he has some devastating off-speed pitches to get the swing and miss. So obviously, working on things, this is a natural progression. We say that all the time when guys are actually going down in the minors and working on things and they're trying to get a feel. He's just doing it on the biggest stage and at the big league level. No problem, but really impressive. But hopefully today we can see more command. I know we say that every single time about a pitcher, but it's true. And I'm sure he's looking at that. See if I can command with that fastball, especially that glove side, and then see the sharpness of the breaking ball.
Absolutely. Work on all his pitches, but hopefully after that second inning is around 25 to 35 pitches. It's all about that buildup, getting him ready for the second half of the season, and more importantly, postseason, making sure he's max effort, 90 to about 100 pitches heading into that postseason.
And what's also interesting is offensively, Shohei Ohtani hasn't missed a beat at the plate when he's also been the starting pitcher. In his 2 starts, Shohei's gone 4 for 8 with a single, double, triple, and a homer and 7 RBIs in those 2 games, Jerry. I know it's a small sample size, but he has been at his best as a hitter on the days he pitches.
We got to remember, I know it's kind of new to us seeing Shohei Ohtani in Dodger blue take the hill, but this is what he's done all his life. He's used to this. Last season was a little different for him where he never pitched. He's used to being a guy that goes out there and pitch every 5th or 6th day and also supports himself at the plate. So he wants runs scored and he could do it himself. So this is normal for Shohei Ohtani.
Normal for him. People can ask, so what do you expect from him on the day he pitches? The same thing we've been expecting on a regular basis, because he expects the same out of himself, that he's going to go out there and produce on the offensive side. I mean, that's really what he has been doing. That's what we expect, and hopefully he continues. The one thing, though, that's really interesting that we've seen is that he really hasn't stolen bases. Since he's been coming back from pitching. And which is great, which is good, which is by design, which is another thing that we were talking about earlier about, do you move him differently in the lineup? Because that's another reason, because it's okay that he's not a threat over there when he steals. So maybe you put him maybe somewhere else where some guys like a Mookie Betts, who is a threat and can be on base for him. So those are the things that you just adjust because he is pitching, and understandably so.
He hasn't even attempted a stolen base in more than a month, and a lot of that is because he is now back on the mound pitching for the Dodgers. The injury report's brought to you by Keck Medicine of USC. Tyler Glasnow made his second rehab start for AAA OKC yesterday as he works his way back from that right shoulder inflammation. He gave up 5 runs on 7 hits while striking out 3 over 2 1/3 innings. Dave Roberts was hoping to get him through the 4th inning. He threw 66 pitches, 37 for strikes in his 2 rehab outings so far. Glasnow's ERA is 10.38. Who else would we go to break with but Shohei Ohtani? Here's another good fact. His 83 home runs for the Dodgers, the most in any franchise or in franchise history by any player with at least 1 game started on the mound. So he's 82 home runs better than Clayton Kershaw. Plus, no one more pumped up before an outing, during an outing, probably after an outing than Alex Vesia. David Vassegh will catch up with the Dodgers' fiery left-hander next. Access Sportsnet Dodgers is brought to you in part by Burt's Mega Mall, California's largest power sports dealer.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans. And while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table. And once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited.
Truly one of a kind. He's perhaps the most intense player on the team, and no bullpen dog has appeared in more games this season. Here's AV with DV for today's Dodger Voice, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
All right, we're here with the man that the Dodgers rely upon, and two things in life that you need: reliability and availability. And that means even more when you're a relief pitcher. And we're here with one of the best in the game. That's the one and only Alex Vesia. Thanks a lot for the time, and thanks for being available for us.
Yeah, no worries. I think you also have to add in there a lot of caffeine.
Well, we see you on the mound. It feels like you do take it to another level. What world are you in when you're out there?
I would definitely say it's my own world. Yeah, you know, as a reliever, every day is a new day. When I'm out on the mound, it's sort of on the edge of like super focused and then blackout. So there's a fine line between the two, and I feel like I'm riding that a lot.
Can you think back to your first year with the Dodgers to where you're at right now, a World Series champion, one of the pillars of strength in that bullpen? How have you been able to harness all of that emotion?
I mean, I think it's kind of leaning on veteran guys throughout the years. You know, you have like Kenley Jansen was a big one that I kind of looked after his routine and how he went about certain things. And you have guys like Joe Kelly and Blake Trinan that, you know, set the tone day in and day out. I kind of feel like I'm slowly getting into that role where, you know, guys like Jack Dreyer and you know, Ben Casparius, it's like I've kind of, you know, taken them under my wing. I'm always like open to, you know, having conversations with them. You know, and we have really good friendships, and you know, they've been doing great for us.
Are you embracing being that guy now?
I mean, I think it's just I go about my business day in and day out where, you know, I want to be available. I want the ball, and I think it's kind of just leading by that. You know, I think someone who does a very, very good job of that is Kershaw, right? I mean, every day he works. He has his set routine, and that's kind of something that from the beginning, that's what I noticed and why he's so great. So I kind of want to, you know, mimic that same.
On Wednesday, he'll be 3 strikeouts away from 3,000. What will it be like in the bullpen watching him start that game?
I mean, I'll be on the fence for every pitch, every batter until he does it. So very special. I honestly don't think it will set in until I'm older about how special this moment really is. But I do know how hard he's worked, and just to come back and you know, he's been throwing the ball great for us, and you know, he's been helping the pen out. So I mean, he's doing it. He holds a standard that is different than most, right? And you know, being a pitcher as well, I think it really resonates with me more. Obviously, guys like Mookie and Freddie and Shohei, right? You know, Shohei, I'm starting to see the pitching side, but we mostly see him from the hitting side, right? So Kirsch definitely brings that standard. Like I said, he's very focused, and I don't know how to really explain it other than just like he sets the example.
Yeah. Today is Ohtani's start day. What's it like behind the scenes? What is he like on start day?
Honestly, he's very quiet. Right, he has his routine. You can say hi to him. You can say what's it like. It's not like a don't talk to me type. So, but you know, it is his time. You know, and you know he takes it serious, and I'm looking forward to, you know, keep watching him and building up. And you know, it's a very interesting build up, right? Because he can't go down to the minor leagues and kind of have that build up process. So you know, this is a great, you know, kind of stepping stone, you know, for him. And you know, today will be fun. I was very, very surprised for him to be 99, 100 miles an hour the last time. So you know, he's just so special.
Time to call your shot, brought to you by Southern California Toyota. Nomar, the Dodgers won yesterday despite only managing 4 hits. So get some more hits today. Who do you think is going to help with the cause?
Well, I'm thinking about a guy who hasn't had a hit the last couple of games either. He's been 0 for 8, which is not like him. And listen, I know it's not going to last too long, so I think today turns that around. I'm going with Andy Pages today.
Pages.
Yes.
All right.
We've been talking about this guy for quite some time. He made an incredible play to save the game last night. He's going to do it with the bat. Multi-hit game. Fab 5 Freddy. He's going to start to get hot.
All right, I think I'm going to do a little double dose called shots here because I'm going with the Dodgers starting pitcher and also leadoff hitter. Shohei Ohtani, 2 scoreless innings on the mound, and also a big day at the plate because we've already seen his numbers when he pitches and hits in the 2 games, 7 RBIs. So a big day today for the Big Show. Today we expect to see the Big Show pitching just beyond the first inning, something he last did on August 23rd, 2023, 675 days ago. The Dodgers and the Royals coming up.
Don't fall, John, on that limb.
Access Sportsnet Dodgers is brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this. Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So one of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
with a pick.
Yeah, certainly an exciting evening last night. And boy, did it finish with a flurry. Shohei Ohtani hitting the home run, Max Muncy going deep as well. And then Mookie Betts. Dodgers only had 2 at-bats the entire game with runners in scoring position. He gets a 1 hit, puts the Dodgers ahead, and then the double play, the pick. Freddie Freeman doing it with his glove. He saved the game. Tanner Scott gets the save in the books, but what a win for the Dodgers.
3 straight saves for Tanner Scott that end with double play ball. So now we look ahead to Shohei Ohtani making another start as he makes another step forward into the full progression of this unicorn in 2025.
Well, and again, I've said it repeatedly. It's like climbing a ladder. You're going to go step by step. And his last start, he was much better than he was against the Padres. The last start, though, was against all left-handed hitters. So expect the pitch mix to be a little different this afternoon. Maybe incorporate some more of the cutter, the slider. But it is going to be different because he's going to see both righties and lefties.
Yeah, for the Nationals, it was Abrams, it was Wood, Garcia Jr., and then Lowe. Well, today against the Royals will be India, Bobby Witt Jr., and then Maikel Garcia. So we could talk about everybody else's expectations for Shohei Ohtani. What about the Dodgers' expectations, David Vassegh?
Well, Dave Roberts told us earlier today that the ladder is climbing another step today. Ohtani is expected to go 2 innings today in his gradual buildup. In each of his first 2 starts, he only went 1. And also, just a few moments ago, we saw Ben Kasparias go out to the Dodger bullpen. Kasparias has followed Ohtani in each of his first 2 starts. The Dodgers plan to have Kasparias in there as a bulk innings pitcher again today.
All right, DV, the Dodgers are going for 6 wins in a row and 6 series wins in a row. They can lock that up with another W today. Seth Lugo's first pitch to Shohei Ohtani. We've thrown right after this on Sportsnet LA.
I use
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm gonna do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
Dodgers and Royals coming up. Yes, Shohei pulling double duty today. He's still warming up in the bullpen, Nomar. He's got to lead off this game in less than 5 minutes.
He's just getting warm, Don. Just, even though it's supposed to be really hot out there, but listen, it's Shohei Ohtani. Don't worry about him. He'll let you know when he's ready. He's just going to come in, walk in there. Listen, his stuff will be on the on-deck circle. He doesn't need to go into the dugout. It's like, hey, somebody put my glove down in the dugout for me. I'm just going to go straight to the on-deck circle, get ready, and go hit a bomb.
You see Will right there? I just texted Will, and Shohei is pointing to the iPad. I just texted, hey, guys, get to the on-deck circle. Show you're leading off in 4.5 minutes, brother.
Yeah, 4 minutes away from first pitch. He'll be facing Seth Lugo, and Shohei still has a baseball in his hand, throwing him his last couple of warm-up pitches. But this is the first time we're able to see him do this in road starts in Dodgers Road Grays. First pitch against the Royals is coming up. Shohei will have a bat in his hand next time you see him.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves, and I'm also representing like where I came from. And in the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me, and we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward. And that's really why I started to have impact.
World Champion Dodgers Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get so much more in the new T-Pain Munchie Meal. And by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. With the Dodgers' recent roll, 5 straight wins in 14 of their last 18 games, they have jumped to the top spot in all of Major League Baseball. A half game in front of the Detroit Tigers. Of course, a representative of the American League Central. How about the Dodger offense? They've won 5 in a row, and they're scoring nearly 8 runs per game.
Yeah, I've been playing with the long ball quite a bit as of late. Again, this offense so relentless, and still not clicking on all cylinders.
Now we bring you the Dodgers batting order presented by your Southern California helpful Honda dealers. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman reunited as the top 3. And Max Muncy, he moves from double cleanup last night to cleanup today in game number 2. Teoscar Hernandez bats 5th and right. Andy Pages patrolling center field. And the final 3, Michael Conforto draws back in, as does Haesung Kim, followed by Dalton Rushing doing the catching and rounding things out against the right-hander Seth Lugo.
Seth Lugo's had a great season so far. Take a look at those numbers. The one that jumps out for me is the ERA, under 3. Again, this is a guy that has just an assortment of pitches. When I say an assortment, we're talking 10. I'm not going to go over all 10 for you here. You just look at the top 5 and figure that's what hitters are going to have to deal with most. But the thing about him is he avoids barrels, keeps hitters off balance. This month of June, he has given up 1 home run, and you have to go all the way back to June 6th for the last long ball he gave up.
You only have to go back to last night to see the last long ball hit by Shohei Ohtani. He had a homer and a triple and a 2-for-3 night. He's got a 7-game hitting streak against the Royals and a 3-game homer streak here in Kansas City.
See Shohei last night starting things off with a home run, followed up with a walk, and then he tripled as well. Smoked the ball, just absolutely teeing off barrels all night long.
Swings through, strike 2. He's got 4 home runs in his last 5 games. Last night was his 5th game as a Dodger with a home run and a triple in the same contest. He's done it twice in the last 5 games. Lugo's ahead of him 0-2. Ohtani stares at strike 3.
Third time now this will be his 3rd start. He's led off 3 times. Does it have anything to do with anything? No. But he has struck out 3 times.
3 pitches, 3 strikes for Lugo, 1 out. Now Mookie Betts. Strike 1 clips the outside corner. 44 games for Betts against Kansas City. An OPS north of 1,000.
Yeah, he loves hitting against these blue uniforms.
And hitting in a Dodger blue uniform. He's got back-to-back nights, driving in runs. And last night, his base hit and the Dodgers' 2-run 5th ultimately was the difference.
Yeah, jumped on the first pitch, drove in Shohei.
Betts pulls the ball to left field, spins Waters around, but he makes the catch. While Mookie Betts had the game-winning hit, Freddie Freeman had the game-saving pick, completing a 4-6-3 game-ending double play in the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, reminded me of a hockey goalie making some great save to end a game. This looks like it's going to be a routine double play. Mookie drops down. An errant throw had some spin on it as well. Freddie gets down low, stays with it, comes up with the, like I said, and a kick save.
Flash the leather.
But if he doesn't pick that, Dodgers may have been walked off. You see right here, Mookie drops down. And again, Freddie just staying with that, catching at the very end of the glove.
Kept the snow cone.
Right? Glove held true, didn't break, huh?
On a 1-2 pitch from Lugo. Freeman lays off. Rolled up the middle and through. A 2-out single for Freddie Freeman in the first.
Good for the confidence right there. If anything, yes, you want to be doing things mechanically right. You want to be hitting the ball hard and all that. That's great. But before all that, if you're going to be up at the plate, you want hits. And trust me, Freddie is breathing a sigh of relief right now.
Now Max Muncy takes the first pitch downstairs. Time for Coors Light beating the pressure. Well, the pressure was on Max after a cold month to start the year. And now, no such pressure for him. 2 grand slams in the last 4 games. One of the best hitters in baseball the last month plus. A 2-run home run last night. Another home run off a left-handed pitcher.
Tell me what team has enough depth that one night you're hitting 8th, the next night you're hitting 4th. There isn't one.
Double cleanup.
Right? Double cleanup. Come on, Doc, hit me 8th. Look, I'm going deep.
Ahead 3-0. Green light, but rip foul.
Right, if you just beam down and look at the Dodger lineup, again, one night he's hitting 8th, then he's hitting 4th. Oh, my pitcher, he's leading off and is also leading the National League in home runs. I mean, none of it makes sense.
Freeman on first, 2 out in the first. 3-1, misses outside, ball 4. Back-to-back 2-out base runners for the Dodgers.
Seth Lugo hadn't walked a hitter in his last 2 starts. Sorry, he walked 1 hitter in his last 2 starts. That clearly was a pitch around. Didn't want anything to do with Max. If he was going to chase, great. But he's looking for outs, feels better matched up against Teo.
2 on, 2 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Hernandez. The Dodgers have the most 2-out runs in baseball. Trying to continue that run here to begin game 2 against Kansas City. Oh, 2 on Hernandez. Teoscar went 0 for 4 last night, struck out twice, ended a 6-game hitting streak that he had going. They forced Seth Lugo into a 20-pitch first. Strike 3 called. Clips the outside corner, so Freeman and Muncy left on the bases. No score. Here comes Shohei Ohtani.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the 2 teams that left New York. And then subsequently, the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up, and this was a jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
You see Bobby Witt Jr., he's batting second as the DH today. Royals starting lineup put out by Matt Quatrero. Jonathan India leads off again at second. Michael Garcia will bat third at short. Vinny Pasquantino will clean up at first base. Salvador Perez catching. Jack Caglione in right. Nick Lofton at third. Drew Waters in left. And Kyle Isbell in center. Third start of the season for Shohei Ohtani. His first pitch to India, fastball in the outer third, strike 1. It's a scoreless inning for Ohtani against the Nationals last Sunday. Struck out his first 2 hitters as a Dodger through 18 pitches, 12 for strikes. Swinging a foul ball back. Fastball at 98. StatCast 3D is powered by Google Cloud.
And this is what he's done this year, relied predominantly on the sweeper and the 4-seamer. We'll mix in the sinker as well. Splitter and cutter and slider, once in a while. But remember, this is over the course of those 2 starts. Last start was against all left-handed hitters. You saw what he did there. Basically mowed right through them.
On an 0-2 pitch. 100 but high. At the last outing, it was the first time you saw him mix in the cutter and the slider. trying to expand their repertoire here as he builds up. India does not offer. Count squares up 2-2.
How about the first three pitches? All four seem fastballs, but goes 95, 98, 100. So basically, that's at least two different pitches, maybe three as a hitter, just because of velocity.
Skied high in the shallow center field. Kim going back from second, and he calls off Pages to make the catch. And now the marquee matchup. Ohtani against Witt. The Royal Star, one hit last night. It was a big one, a 2-run homer to left field. Goes after the first pitch, drives it toward the left center field gap. Conforto comes in but can't get there to make the catch, so Bobby Witt ambushes Ohtani for a base hit.
Well, he's probably hoping he was going to get a four-seamer, and he doesn't. Ends up getting that sweeper. That's why it's off the end of the bat. But he challenged India, went after him with 4 four-seamers out of 5 pitches. Didn't want to show anything else, so then he hoped to surprise Witt. Again, Witt didn't hit it that well, just was fortunate to find some green grass.
Now Garcia. Strike one at the knees. The expectation for the Dodgers is that Ohtani will pitch more than one inning today if all goes well here in the first. Pulls a sweeper down and away.
Yeah, that first pitch he threw to Garcia, the sinker, that was crazy. I mean, the amount of movement that he had on that, 94 miles an hour, it's the first time we've seen that today.
Sweeper again. Snared in the dirt by Dalton Rushing.
Look at this first pitch to Garcia. This is the sinker. Look where it starts on the outer part of the plate, ends up on the inner part. As a hitter, you're just saying, man, got to compete against this guy?
Pulls the fastball down and away, and you see Rushing trying to get him to calm down, but Ohtani's body language off the mound. He showing frustration with himself. And the Dodgers talked about that after his first start, how you see more of those emotions when Ohtani's on the mound versus Ohtani just the hitter.
Well, there's certainly expectations for Shohei for himself. And what we're noticing right now is you go back to that Padres start where you saw right-handed hitters. We talked about it. Glove side, he didn't have great control. We're seeing, again, right-handed hitters today. Glove side, not great control. Why is that? When a left-handed hitter is up, that's basically a wall, right? You have something that you can't throw further glove side in, otherwise you'll hit the guy. He had great control glove side against the left-handed hitters.
First walk of the season for Ohtani, first and second for Pasquantino. 99 at the knees, strike one. Ohtani checks Witt on second, focuses on Pasquantino, and busts 100 on the inside corner.
So notice that. So you said inside corner, so that's glove side, but he's got a barrier. He's got the left-handed hitter, so he can't yank that pitch so much.
On the ground to second. Kim has one, and there is two. Taylor-made 4-6-3 double play and a scoreless first for Ohtani.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
a sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte, in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
So this is MLB Network Talent Stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lauren Shahadi
How
card?
about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lauren Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
So after Ohtani finished the last inning, Ron Culpa, the crew chief and home plate umpire, is getting the ball back out to the mound. And Ohtani is like, whoa, hey. And had a little something for Bobby Witt Jr. as well. No score, top of the second now. Andy Pages to lead things off.
Talk about Max Muncy being so hot. This man just as hot. Similar starts for each of them. Kind of figured that Max would rebound, though. You just knew that on the back of his baseball card. Andy has really excelled in all facets of the game. The fielding, the throwing, the hitting, everything.
He's 0 for his last 8 with 4 strikeouts the last 2 games, but that's on the heels of a 5-game hitting streak. Average above 320 last couple of months. Let's pop back out of play, 1-2. Pages, Conforto, and Kim here in the second. Lugo's 1-2 pitch. Pages strikes out swinging 67 miles per hour from Lugo.
Yeah, that's the type of pitch that you see at the rec center, right? Bob's Bar versus, that's crazy right there. And that's the thing that makes Lugo so good. We talked about he's got 10 different pitches, and as a hitter, you've got to cover everything. He'll throw anything at any time.
Michael Conforto, first pitch swinging high in the air to right field. Caglione underneath it, and that's out number 2. Like Conforto, Ha-Seong Kim. First action in a while, and it's been a longer wait for Ha-Seong. He hasn't had an AB in 6 days. Ball 1 high. Last time we saw him start a ball game was Sunday against the Nationals. Had a double and a run scored. But limited playing time the last 2 weeks. Batting .372 his first 35 games as a big leaguer. 3 balls, no strikes. You think a guy who's played sparingly as Kim had, he'd be itching to swing the bat. He's been patient to start. Takes again, but Lugo finds a strike.
The last hitter Lugo went 3-0 to was Max Muncy. He ended up walking Max. But if you're Kim, you're also up there just trying to see some pitches. As you mentioned, hasn't played in a while. I mean, that wasn't even close. Right? That thing is high. Kim thinks he's got to walk.
So from 3-0 to 3-2, and now a payoff. That's ball 4. Second 2-out walk issued by Lugo. Here's a word from Archer Jerky.
Fuel your game day with Archer Jerky and Meat Sticks. Find them at grocery and club stores near you.
Dalton Rushing will dig in. Typically, one hitter comes up. Guy to follow will be on deck, rushing the number 9 hitter. Ohtani's spot due up next, but 2 out in the inning. So the on-deck circle is empty. He emerges. Lugo takes a peek at Ha-Seong Kim, and a throw over, dribbles away from Pasquantino. Two disengagements for Lugo, watching Ha-Seong, who is 19 for 19 this year in stolen bases between Oklahoma City and the big league club. Oh, 2 for rushing.
What's tough about facing Lugo, especially if you've never seen him, is you want to see some of his pitches. You want to see the break, the movement. But on the flip side, if you're up there taking, you could be behind 0-2 before you even know it.
Kim running for second. Down and in, stolen base. Now 20 for 20. 7 stolen base as a Dodger gets into scoring position with 2 down. A 1-2 count for rushing. Lugo deals, rushing watches, and the count levels out.
How about Kim? 7 stolen bases already, second on the team, and he barely plays, right?
Lugo looks back at him, comes home to rushing, top the zone, check swing, and they say he went. Alex Tosi rings rushing up, so another runner stranded for the Dodgers. Ohtani's got to change the equipment out, come back to work on the mound.
That's my security right there. That's the bad one, Roscoe Pico train.
Major League Baseball wanted to start doing something with the players and their dogs.
Which one's the dog?
I was undecided on whether to do a dog card or not, but my wife pushed me in the back and she wanted a famous dog, so she told me to do it.
Shohei Ohtani's second inning of work. First time this season. He's going to go multiple frames on the mound. Gave up a base hit to Bobby Witt Jr., then walked Garcia, but got out of the first with a double play ball. So he'll face 5, 6, and 7 for Kansas City now. Ben Casparius just started his warm-up routine down in the Dodger bullpen, preparing to piggyback Ohtani for a third time.
First up and down for Shohei. Again, a pretty efficient first inning, only 14 pitches at that big double play.
No strikeouts yet, but if Ohtani, Ben Casparius, and the rest of the bullpen can get 7 Ks against KC, get a free jumbo jack at a Jack in the Box in LA tomorrow. Right-handed hitting veteran backstop / first baseman / DH Salvador Perez. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Pop back. 2 strikes on 2 pitches. Again to a righty. And Ike, you've been making that point.
So good job right there going glove side. And I will say that he's just coming off of facing a left-hander that forced him
to have to hit that glove side. He couldn't go too far in, so the adjustment has been made.
Perez pulls the hands in, takes it to center. Pages runs it down.
Shohei really doing it right now. 6 pitches, he's got 3 outs. The double play, Pasquantino, and after just throwing 2 pitches on the outer part of the plate, he's able to run one in against Perez, and can't do anything with that.
Now the rookie Caglione. Swing and a miss on a 100-mile-per-hour heater from Ohtani.
You see Caglione swinging outside of the zone.
Down the line, hooking foul, strike 2. Caglione went 1 for 5 last night. He snapped an 0 for 16 skid with a base hit in his 3rd AB. Also ended the game with the double play. 1-2.
Shohei was on a stretch of 8 straight strikes.
Another 1-2 from Ohtani. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
There's that slider right there. It stays on the outer part of the plate. We talked about it. You know, with Shohei today, he's doing a little bit of everything. He's pitching to contact. He's getting swing and miss when he needs it, getting the double play, moving the ball all around.
First pitch strike called against Nick Lofton.
Much like last outing, though, very sweeper and four-seam heavy.
Ooh. Oh. Now the 0-2.
Wow,
just
right?
Fouled away. Lofton will stay in for one more, but that swing was something.
He's thrown 11 pitches this inning, only 1 ball. Now he is dialed in on the glove side. Again, it almost seems like Vinny Pasquantino got him right, the left-handed hitter. Man, he looks great today.
Popped him up. Rushing toward the on-deck circle. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 and scoreless second inning for Shohei Ohtani.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, like, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it. But as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time. It is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
We're back for the top of the third, and Shohei Ohtani barely made it. He just had to run from the dugout for his second plate appearance against Seth Lugo. And I had a feeling he was going to take a pitch, and it's strike one. Between innings, he got Dalton Rushing's mask off the dirt after Rushing retrieved the pop out, and then had to re-armor himself to lead off this inning.
Just wanted to get some of that home feel when he leads off, right? Come right off the mound, throw on the gear, and get right up to the plate.
Struck out looking, leading off the game, but 2 scoreless innings on the mound.
Yeah, he looked great on the mound. I mean, I know it's only the third outing, but wow.
The 2-2. Strike 3 swinging.
So when he leads off an inning after he's coming off the mound, 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
Hey, David Vassay's down next to the Dodger dugout. What was it like down there between innings, DB?
It was the same reaction Eric Karros just gave you. I saw Freddie Freeman come right over to Yamamoto trying to describe the shape of the pitches, and he was mesmerized. It was a wow moment between them, and also Max Muncy in the dugout going over to Will Smith.
Same side.
So Lugo has gone through the lineup. He's faced 11 batters. Only 2 batters has he not had strike 1. And again, it's over 70%. First pitch has been strike this year.
He's in the third inning. He struck out 6 in the game. Curveball. Freddie Freeman fouls it back. Freeman 1 for 1. He's got the only Dodger hit so far today. Lugo working like he's got somewhere to be. Throws one up and away. So Lugo at 35, he's really adapted in terms of the pitching rules and so on and so forth. He wears the PitchCom device and he pitches like he's double parked in the era of the pitch clock. Check swing by Freeman on the pitch outside, 2-1.
I'm sure someone's keeping tab of it, but I would think with the pitcher holding the PitchCom, calling his own pitches, it's going to save you a few seconds.
2-1 offer. Curveball up and away, and 3-1 to Freeman. Scoreless here in Kansas City. The fountains are going in the outfield, and really good crowd on hand on this steamy Saturday afternoon in Missouri. Three ball, 1 strike offer, and that's up high, ball 4, and Freeman's aboard for the second time. 2-out walk. And Max Muncy walks up to the plate. The Royals wearing their old powder blue throwbacks that they would wear in the 80s when this field was AstroTurf, and the Royals were running. They had a good hitting team, good running team, and a strike on a breaking ball. Cutter spun up there and just caught the top of the zone. 0-1 to Muncy. Stretched by Lugo. His pitch. Swung out. That's a base hit into right center. Freeman will turn second. He's on his way to third. Caglione retrieves the baseball. And a 2-out single for Muncy, and the Dodgers have runners at first and third.
And for Max Muncy, the first time up, went through that litany of what he's been able to do since the 31st of May. How about the last 27 games coming in today? Hitting at .341 with 10 home runs, knocked in 32.
And now Teoscar Hernandez up. Salvador Perez out in front of home plate, issuing the external signs to the defense on what they'll do in this first and third situation with 2 out.
As Teoscar looked for something. He got back-to-back curveballs. Strike 1, strike 2 his first at bat, then took a fastball for strike 3.
Yeah, they set him up. And now Teoscar waits. The pitch. Breaking ball outside.
Yep. This time a slider, not the curveball, but the breaking ball nonetheless. First pitch.
Freeman off of third base. Muncy off of first. Stretch by Lugo. He's set at the belt. The right-hander's pitch. Swung on, ground ball toward the middle. That's going to be picked up by India. He throws to first in time to get Hernandez. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. After 2.5, it's the Dodgers.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Dodgers Audio Network.
The game in trouble. Started out small and they paying me double. Yeah, you can drip check, baby, like must.
Bottom half of the third inning, Drew Waters to lead off against Ben Kasparius. Shohei Ohtani today, 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. 27 pitches, 20 of them good for strikes. This pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. No score. The switch hitter Waters up from the left side, and he'll take outside ball 1. So Ben pitching today. Yesterday not feeling very well. He's actually sent home from the ballpark. And he's out here today and backing up Shohei Ohtani, which has been the formula in these Ohtani starts so far. Check swing by Waters. It's now 2-0. For Kasparius, his 25th appearance. And the pitch fouled back. Against Washington when he backed up Ohtani, and the last time he was out there, he allowed 3 earned runs on 5 hits, but pitched 5 innings and got the win in that game. Dodgers would win that game 13-7. Delivers a ball inside here, 3-1. Left side of the infield shifted over toward the second base bag. And the wind of the pitch from the right-hander is high ball 4, so he walks his first man, and the Royals have their leadoff man aboard. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog in any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Kyle Isbell playing in center field today, left-handed batter. Started out there last night. Pitch to Isbell, ground ball wide of first, foul.
Well, friends, suit up this season at MLBShop.com. You can check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, T-shirts, and a whole lot more. Check it out, MLBShop.com, for your Dodger gear and today's special offer.
Kasparius out of the stretch delivers, and this ball is hit in the air toward shallow right field, but not very much, only by a few feet. There's Ha-Seong Kim there to make the play, and the second baseman grabs it for out number 1.
Well, that's a curveball, and Isbell got thoroughly jammed.
Kasparius is among the leaders in wins for the Dodgers. He's got 6. He is second on the club behind Yamamoto as 7. There's a good cutter thrown by Kasparius. And Jonathan India swings and misses for a strike.
Well, I think we can agree that you get a green light with what we saw from Shohei Ohtani. The 2 innings. Walk 1, gave up a bloop single, got a double play ball.
0-1 pitch. And that's upstairs. So you got to figure what? You're going to pitch again against Houston?
Yeah, a couple of things really impressed me. Obviously, the velocity. I mean, we saw an increase of velocity, 101.7. That's 102. That itself is a big story. But the way he came back in the second inning and controlled the breaking ball, I thought was terrific.
1-1. There's a sweeper swung on and missed. 1-2.
So how do you go? I mean, what he's doing, folks, is just off the charts. How do you go? You haven't pitched. You've had the surgeries. Now you're coming back and you're dipping your toe back into the water in the pitching. So he didn't really have control warming up with the breaking stuff. Sporadic in that first inning, and then you nailed it in the second.
1-2 pitches high. You know, this was the first time Ohtani pitched here, and you'd say, well, he was in the American League for 6 years. How could he not have pitched here? Well, I remember he did miss some time with Tommy John, and it just didn't fall that way when the Angels would come here to play. So he made his first ever start in this ballpark here this afternoon. Runner goes. The pitch is low for a ball. Rushing's throw down is not in time. A little pop tag made by Hesung Kim. And it's a stolen base for Drew Waters, his 6th of the season.
And he got a good jump. Not a bad throw either from Rushing. The Dodgers want to look at it.
Well, the Dodgers have been very good with their challenges recently. Ron Kulpa informing us that the Dodgers want to challenge the play at second base. It was a good throw by Rushing, and again, Kim caught the ball and just kind of popped the runner with the glove and took it right off of him.
Yeah, the other thing we know that Waters can flat out fly. He got a good jump. And he was going to take a perfect throw in order to even come close.
I think they got him.
Well, put it this way, Waters is going back to the dugout before the umpires even answer.
Yeah, we just saw the video up on the... He's out. Wow. So the call of Derek Thomas at second base overturned, so it's a caught stealing. 2-4, and the 3rd time that Waters has been caught stealing.
And by the way, kudos to the Dodgers video crew. They relay things to the dugout.
2 out, 3-2 pitch to India is swung on and lined into right field. That's a base hit. 2 out flare to right. India down there at first base with 2 out. You know, they've done a very good job on relaying, hey, challenge that, because they don't have very much time to see it themselves. But they seem to have some sort of system down where they're able to relay it out to Daniel Lehman, who would be the contact person on the phone back to the video room. And a pitch by Kasparius to Bobby Witt Jr. misses a little bit high.
Yeah, and so think how fast the video crew has to turn it around in order for them to get a good look on a replay and then pass on the word.
No score, 2 down, 1-0 pitch to Witt is high. Witt 1 for 1, had a first pitch single in the first inning.
Yeah, that's the advantage that we have, Tim, because we see the workings of a team. It's not just the 9 guys on the field and the guys in the dugout. It's the entire support team from locker room to on the field.
2-0 pitch, and there is a sweeper high in the zone for a strike. You know, there's other things that they do, the support staff does. I mean, they'll update the folks in the dugout every few innings on things that are going on. It's a big team effort. Witt pops this one up foul. That'll be backing out of play off to our right. Strike 2 to Witt.
Part of that team effort on a daily basis. And again tomorrow, planes will be going back to LA with Scott Akasaki, the director of team travel.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted down the right field line. Long run for Teoscar. He watches it hit the line for a base hit. Throw to second, head first slide, beats the throw. Teoscar just could not get there, and it hit the painted foul line for a double for Witt.
So Witt is 2 for 2. He has not hit the ball hard, but perfect placement both times. Now the Royals, who've had such difficult time in scoring runs, a chance to take the lead.
Will Smith goes out to talk to Kasparius. This mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. So a lot of times you'll say it'll bring up chalk, and we had a play like that in Colorado down the left field line where it literally brought up chalk. They don't paint the grass there, but here in Kansas City, they'll chalk the clay to the end of the infield, and then they have white paint on the grass until it gets to the warning track in the outfield, and they'll go chalk again. So it hit the painted line. And now second and third, and the batter is Maikel Garcia. Right-handed batter waits, and Kasparius deals him a sweeper down the middle for a strike. Kasparius looking back at Witt at second base. Now he'll come to the plate 0-1. And another sweeper cut on and missed. And he's ahead of Garcia, 0-2. India leads at third. Witt at second. And the 0-2 coming to Garcia with 2 men out. Kasparius fires. And it's a fastball upstairs at 97.
Well, we've talked about the Royals and their problems at home. They've lost 11 straight at home, and they've been outscored in those 11 games. 48 runs to 16.
Mariners lead second and third. Kasparius steps off the rubber. Wipes the sweat off his brow with the inside of his left elbow. Toes it on the first base side again. Puts the ball in his glove. Looks at Witt at second base. Delivers 1-2. This ball hit in the air to left field and deep. Conforto going back. Still going back. He is at the wall. He leaps. It's off the wall. India scores. Witt is in right behind him and into second base with a 2-out, 2-run double is Maikel Garcia. And the Royals strike first today. It's 2-0.
Oh, that was a hanger, not a good pitch, not with 2 strikes and runners on base. That's just a hanging breaking ball right down the middle. And Garcia jogged to first base. He was already celebrating a home run trot. Whoops.
Yeah, that's something where he should have been at third, the way the ball came off the wall. Now Pasquantino with a runner at second and 2 out. Left-handed hitting first baseman. Runner goes to third. The throw down by Rushing, and Garcia swipes it. Well, that's some riverboat gambling there with 2 down. Trying to swipe third. You better make sure you have it, and apparently he did, and he beat the throw by Rushing. 18th stolen base for Garcia.
Muncy did a good job diving to his left to stop that ball from going into left field.
Runner at third and 2 down. And the 0-1 coming to Pasquantino. Swinging a ground ball foul wide of first. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Kasparius ahead of Pasquantino, 0-2. Pitch, a fastball high, 1-2. Well, the run's coming with 2 outs. India a flare to right. Witt, a little bloop that hit the right field line, and then Garcia with the wall double. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a sweeper down and in. And that's the first strikeout for Ben Kasparius, but the Royals strike first. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. They leave a man.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Start of the fourth inning, 2-0 Kansas City. Andy Pages leads off. He swings, hits a high drive to left center and deep. This ball heading back, and this ball is gone. It's a home run for Pages. Oh, he caught it. Beg your pardon. I got deked out. I beg your pardon.
High sky.
High sky today. Doesn't happen often. But that's an out. Thought he gave up on it. Anyway, there's one out.
Both of the outfielders went after it like it was going to be out of the ballpark.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at. And then a little casual kind of deke sort of catch. Oh, well. Michael Conforto, 1 ball, no strikes. You know, sometimes you can tell when the fans start to stand up, they think they're going to get it. But they didn't get it. 2-0 pitch. And that is upstairs. I'm sorry to get your hopes up, folks. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Michael Conforto, and that is up high, ball 4. And now the Dodgers with a runner at first and 1 out.
Well, Independence Day coming up, presented by Budweiser at Dodger Stadium against the Houston Astros. That's a 6:10 start, by the way, so why not light up your night with Boys in Blue and 4th of July fireworks display. For tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
That's Sung Kim, the batter, 1 on, 1 out. And he'll look at a curveball for a strike.
Yeah, the only boom will be from the fireworks and not hitting the trash can in the dugout.
About the fireworks last night they had here. Had a really good show. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. This is a good place for that. One of the really good stadiums to see fireworks. And they start them almost immediately after the game is done. There was no waiting period. Nothing in 2 the count. Conforto leads at first, and here comes the pitch. Breaking ball, and that was chased. That was down by his shoe tops. And Kim strikes out. I don't know how you can hit that pitch.
You can't.
Lugo with his 7th strikeout of the ballgame. With 2 men out, Dalton Rushing the batter. Ohtani will be due up next, although he's not out of the dugout yet. Ball 1 dealt to Rushing. The season high for Lugo in strikeouts is 8, so he's 1 off of that. April 25th against the Astros, he struck out 8. 2 balls, no strikes to Dalton Rushing. And now falling behind, Salvador Perez, the catcher, and the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino, go out and have a word with Lugo. finished that meeting quickly. And Perez already crouching back behind home plate. 2 balls, no strikes to Dalton Rushing. 2-0 Kansas City. And the pitch. And that is high and away, a curveball. 3-0 to Rushing. Next pitch for Lugo will be his 67th. And the pitch on the way. A fastball taken for a strike. Field back with 2 down. The left-handed hitter swung around to the right side. Conforto leads at first, 3-1 pitch, and Rushing looks at strike 2, a cutter on the outside edge.
Rushing just held his hands up, just showing Ron Culpa, the home plate umpire, who's a crew chief, to say that ball was high, but it was not. It was in the strike zone.
Payoff pitch as Conforto will take off. Lugo stretches and throws, and strike 3 called on a changeup. And Dalton Rushing just got a lesson there from Seth Lugo. Nothing across.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Dodgers baseball.
Home run Ohtani!
Right here on the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
2-0 Kansas City, bottom of the 4th inning. Ben Casparius to face Salvador Perez. The cloud covers moved around, bright blue skies up above, and sunshine on the field. And the first pitch from Casparius to Perez. A breaking ball in there for a strike. Perez 0 for 1. He flied to center. First time up in the 2nd inning. And Ben steps back, kicks, delivers. Swinging a foul ball off the front of the first base dugout. Strike 2 to Perez. No balls, 2 strikes. The veteran catcher, multi-time All-Star. And that pitch outside. Some sad news from the world of baseball today. The Cobra, Dave Parker, going into the Hall of Fame next month, passed away today at the age of 74. There's a 1-2, and this one is popped up near second base. Ha-Seong Kim with his glasses on, looking up into the bright blue sky, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Dave Parker, the Pirates, the Reds, the Athletics, played against the Dodgers in the '88 World Series with Oakland. Jack Caglione, the right fielder, struck out last time up. Left-handed batter takes a strike.
Well, for Parker, able to do so many different things on both sides of the baseball, offensively, defensively. Then he could run. And sad passing as we got word today.
The pitch is low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. And you look at Caglione and the way that he's built, and as big as he is, he was not nearly as big as Parker. When Parker was playing, he was just a mountain of a man on the baseball field. 1-2 now to Caglione. Kasparias scrapes his cleats across the top of the pitching rubber and throws a curveball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And I think Rushing just maybe mumbled something to home plate umpire. It looks like there's maybe a conversation took place.
And a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a sweeper. Second strikeout for Kasparias. Well, with Rushing being a rookie and Ron Kulpa not being a rookie, he is a wily veteran. He's been around a long time. I'm sure that the umpire knows how to put the young catcher in his place if he needs to.
And from a young catcher, if you're going to say something or react, it's all about the presentation.
Now Nick Lofton, third baseman, takes a strike. Rushing learning a lot of lessons every day here at the big league level. 0-1 pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. A message from California Public Health. Teens, you can feel better when you balance your stress with tips and tools made for teens by teens. Learn more at takespacetopause.org. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from Kasparias. Curveball, swing and a miss. That was a beauty. Two outs, base is empty. 2-0 Kansas City. Ohtani will lead off in the 5th. There's a 1-2 pitch. And a fastball grounded to second base. Backing up on the outfield grass is Kim. Sidearm on first base. And he's got him. It's a 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th for Ben Kasparias. On to the.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco. A home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more in
Yanni at the plate, 0 for 2. He's bookended strikeouts today, one swinging, one looking. And Lugo throws him a slurve inside that avoids the glove of Perez and rolls all the way to the backstop. 1 ball and no strikes. 5-game hitting streak for Ohtani. And the pitch from Lugo. Breaking ball fouled away. Well, during that streak, 7 for 17. Ohtani hit .412 with 4 home runs, 10 runs batted in, 2 triples, and 4 walks. Very good numbers during that 5-game stretch. 1-1. Slurve, and swinging over the top is Ohtani.
Well, Lugo's been very effective so far today, and I thought the Dodgers would have, and maybe a different view, down on the field right in front, but for Lugo, to me, he kind of tips the curveball.
His wind and the 1-2. Fastball fouled back. The clouds have covered up the sun again. Shadows on the field right now. Constant breeze has been blowing out toward left today. Nobody on, nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ohtani. Pitch, and that's low and in. 2-2. Shohei leads Major League Baseball in runs scored with 82. Series opener last night, he went 2 for 3 with a walk, a home run, a triple, 2 RBIs. 2-2 pitch, and he looks at one upstairs, and the count goes full. 3-2. One he hit yesterday went in the fountains in right field. 429-footer. Now the payoff pitch from Lugo to Ohtani. He swings, hits a high drive to right center. It is drifting back near the track. It'll be playable for Kyle Isbell, who shows us that he's actually going to catch it this time. And there's 1 out.
Just got under it.
Mookie Betts is 0 for 2. Fly to left in the first and struck out swinging in the third. Pitch now to Mookie. He swings and pops one up. Shallow center. Coming on is Isbell. Still running in. Now stops, makes the catch, and there are 2 out. 2 away in the Dodger 5th. A couple of finals to tell you about today. The Tigers won. They beat the Twins 10-5, and the Tigers now 52-32. Half game behind the Dodgers for the best record in Major League Baseball. And the Athletics at Yankee Stadium today shut out New York 7-0. Freeman will take the first pitch for a strike. They cut her up a little bit high in the zone. 0-1 pitch from Lugo. Outside this time, 1-1. And they wind, and now the 1-1 pitch. Swung out, hit on the ground right side. That's through for a base hit. And here comes Freddie at the end of June. He's 2 for 2.
Well, that's a good sign. He's also walked. That swing getting dialed in better and better.
One on and 2 out. Max Muncy has been on base twice. He walked his first time up. Last time up in the third, he had a base hit to right field. 2-0 Kansas City. Pitch to Max. Breaking ball inside. Giants and White Sox playing in Chicago today. No score, bottom of the 5th there. Brewers on top of the Rockies in Milwaukee 5-0. They're in the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. And Max takes a strike. Diamondbacks at home trailing the Marlins 3-2, bottom of the 4th inning. You realize the Marlins have won 5 in a row? Now a 1-1. Really slow curve at 65 miles per hour.
The Yankees losing. Tampa leading Baltimore 8-0 in the 4th, so there would be a tie for first place in American League East if that remains.
2-1 pitch outside. Yeah, I mean, the Rays have just been hanging in there. Yeah, they're up 8-0. Yeah, it's not close in Baltimore.
In the last 10 games, the Yankees are now below 500.
3 ball, 1 strike pitch coming from Seth Lugo to Max Muncy. Freeman leads at first. Pitch on the way, breaking ball for a called strike. To a hard curveball there, about 80 miles an hour. So he's changed the speed on his curveball in a range of 15 miles per hour, 65 up to 80. Freddie will take off on the 3-2 pitch. And Max swings and hits the ball well to center field. Isbell going back after it. He is in front of the track, backs up, makes the catch. 3 fly balls to center field and a base hit. 1 man left. And after 4.5 at Kauffman Stadium.
All-Star Week rolls up in the ATL, and MLB Network is your all-access pass, featuring all the top prospects in the Futures Game and Swingman Classic. All the selections from the first round of the MLB Draft.
The Washington Nationals select.
And all the swagger from celebrity softball to the All-Stars' big arrival on the red carpet show. Stars! It's showtime in Hotlanta. All-Star Week, only on MLB Network, July 11th through 15th.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Home half of the 5th inning, 2-0 Royals with the lead. Ben Kasparias facing Drew Waters, switch hitting left fielder, batting left-handed. First pitch missing inside for a ball. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Curveball inside, 2-0. Kasparias has struck out 2 through his 2 innings of work, backing up Shohei Ohtani today. And a 2-0 on the way. Swing and a grounder to first, charged by Freeman. He'll grab it, step on the bag. 1 down for Kansas City in the bottom of the 5th. Some other action around baseball today. The Guardians leading the Cardinals 6-1, top of the 5th. Rangers leading the Mariners 2-1, bottom of the 4th inning. Reds ahead of the Padres 3-0. Remember last night they beat them 8-1. They're in the top of the 4th at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Kyle Isbell, the center fielder, takes ball 1. Red Sox leading the Blue Jays at Fenway 8-1, bottom of the 3rd. The Pirates and Mets delayed in the 2nd inning, raining in Pittsburgh. 1-0 New York with the lead. Cubs and Astros later, Phillies and Braves later. Also the Angels hosting the Nationals later. 2-0 pitch, and Isbell takes a strike. A fastball rifled in there at 95. 2-1 the count to Kyle Isbell. Kasparias steps back, turns, delivers. Swung on, line drive, left field, slicing into the gap. Cut off by Pages. He bobbles it around first and into second is Isbell standing. And the Royals have a man at second base with 1 out.
It's going to be a tough play by Pages because if he doesn't gamble and go over and try and get the short hop on the last bounce, it's going to be a double anyway. And it could have gotten past him.
Well, they have ruled it a single and an error on Pages. India up. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. India 1 for 2. He singled in the 3rd and scored. And he'll take a pitch low and inside, ball 1. India hitting .238 now. 4 homers and 22 runs knocked in. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Swung on a ground ball into right field. That's a base hit. Here comes Isbell around third. He will score easily, and the Royals have a 3-0 lead.
And for a team that's had so much difficulty in scoring runs, has not been that way today.
Well, this is a team that, in losing 11 straight at home, in those 11 games, they'd only scored 16 total runs. But they've got 3 on the board already, and they've held the Dodgers scoreless as Seth Lugo is putting together a minor masterpiece. Dodgers with only 3 hits in the game. Now, Bobby Witt lines one to left. That's a one-hopper for Conforto. And India stops at second base. And Bobby Witt is 3 for 3.
First ball that Witt has hit hard. Each of the first 2 were bloopers, but base hits nonetheless.
Well, I think Witt's been hearing about the Athletics' Jacob Wilson maybe starting over him in the All-Star game, and he's trying to show the voters in Phase 2 that he should be the guy. And Witt with 4 hits in the series, 2 singles, a double, and a home run. And 3 of those 4 coming today. Rushing goes out and talks to Casparius. Tomorrow afternoon, a little bit earlier, Dodgers on deck from Morongo Casino on at 10 a.m. First pitch, 11:10. Chris Bubich will pitch for the Royals. We don't know yet who's going to pitch for the Dodgers. They'll make an announcement after the game, depending on what happens today. Noah Davis is here from Oklahoma City, but he's not on the active roster. He's on the taxi squad. Here's a pitch. And Garcia takes low ball 1. A couple of Dodgers back in L.A. throwing bullpens today. Both with the same first name, Blake Trinan and Blake Snell. They continue to progress toward going out on rehab assignments. And a 1-0 pitch. Swinging a foul back. Tyler Glasnow pitched for Oklahoma City last night. Didn't go as expected. He only went 2 1/3 innings. Gave up a few hits. But the main thing for Glasnow is how he feels today. How did he come out of it today? They wanted him to go 4 innings. And so Dave Roberts saying today it might be 2 more rehab starts for Glasnow before he rejoins the club. Strike is called. And there's also a possibility at some point soon Emmett Sheehan could be brought back up. One out, 2 on. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Casparius pitch. Curveball downstairs and away. 2-2. So still a lot of moving parts as far as pitching is concerned. Two and 2 the count, and the pitch on the way from Casparius. That's swung on line to right field. Backing up a couple of steps, Teoscar. He'll make the catch. India bluffs a tag from second to third. He'll go back to the bag, and there are now 2 men out. Now, speaking of pitching, when the Dodgers return home, they'll begin a 3-game series on Tuesday with the White Sox. Yoshinobu Yamamoto expected to pitch Tuesday. Clayton Kershaw on Wednesday. And he needs 3 strikeouts for history to make 3,000 for his career. Make sure you get your tickets if you don't have them for that series against the White Sox. Pasquantino tried to check his swing and couldn't. On appeal, third base umpire Alex Tosi calls a strike. Nothing in 1 to Pasquantino, left-handed hitter, 0 for 2. Got into a double play and struck out. This one is smashed deep to right center field and deep. It is heading back. It is gone. Just in front of the fountains, Pasquantino, a 3-run home run. And the Royals now lead it 6-0. 12th home run of the season for Pasquantino. Well, he dropped the bat head down. That sweeper was over the plate on the inner half. And Pasquantino crushed it 430 feet.
Your proverbial hanging breaking ball.
And the job for the Dodgers today just got much more difficult. Came off the bat 108 miles per hour. 4 runs in this inning. Asparis gave up 2 in the third, now 4 here in the fifth. 2 down for Salvador Perez. 1-0 pitch to him, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Asparis next offer. Swinging a little slow ground ball hit toward short, cut off by Muncy. On the run, makes the throw and plenty of time to get Perez. And the inning is over. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, nobody left. We go to the 6th.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamaha.com.
Down to the 6th inning, Kansas City 6 and the Dodgers nothing. Teoscar Hernandez will lead off Andy Pages and then Michael Conforto to follow. Along with Rick Monday, Tim Neverett with you on this Saturday afternoon. Dwayne McDonald in the booth with us here at Kauffman Stadium. And the pitch is over the plate for a strike to Teoscar. Well, I'm glad you're tuned in no matter where you are today on this Saturday. Either at the lake or the beach or in your car somewhere or just at home. Getting work done or just relaxing.
The Dodgers have some work to do right here. They have 12 outs to work with.
Need some base runners against Lugo, who's been terrific today. Breaking ball outside. Look at the pitch count of Lugo. He's going to throw his 90th pitch. So it's getting up there, but he has struck out a season high 8. Calls the pitch from his right hip. Now goes into the wide and the 2-1. And Teoscar couldn't hold up. That's a swinging strike. Had a cutter that was up and out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Teoscar will call time, step out. Lugo ready to throw again. Here comes his 2-2 pitch. And Teoscar hits a high fly ball playable to right field. Caglione underneath it. And he'll make the catch for the first out.
Well, the Dodgers today, Tim, have just been missing a lot of fly balls. You know, they're hitting them rather deep to the outfield, but just underneath them, just ever so much.
Oh. 4 of the last 5 hitters have flied out to the outfield. Andy Pages swings and misses. He flied out deep to center his last time up. 0-1 to Andy. He's 0 for the series, 0 for 6. After having a red-hot month of June. Right here at the end of it on the 28th. Looking for his first hit in the state of Missouri. Well, at least this side of the state of Missouri. He did okay in St. Louis a couple of road trips ago. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Coming. Here it is. And a fastball inside. Now, the longest Lugo went in a game this year, 8 innings. And that was against the Astros. And that was a game where he struck out his season high 8. But in that 8 innings, he allowed only 3 hits and a 2-0 win for Kansas City. One of their 7 shutout wins this year. 3-1 pitch. It's swung on and fouled straight back.
Well, Lugo has pitched much better than his ball club has played behind him, at least from an offensive standpoint. I mean, last 4 starts prior to today allowed just 1 home run. ERA barely above 1.5.
3-2 pitch. That's up high, ball 4. And Pages will take a walk.
Well, Dodgers return home Tuesday night. The White Sox are into Dodger Stadium. It's also Taco Tuesday, presented by Tito's Handmade Vodka. So come out and join us. Dodgers White Sox. Find out more. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Conforto walked last time up. Lugo now with 5 base on balls issue. The Dodgers have left 7 men on base in the game so far. Have not been able to get anybody across. Curveball for a strike to Conforto. Michael hitting 176. Back in the second inning, he flied to right. Next offer, curveball bounced foul past first. It's 0-2. Next pitch will be the 100th, and now Matt Potrero, the manager of the Royals, gets some activity going in the bullpen. He's got a left-hander up. 0-2 pitch. That's a broken bat fly ball to shallow left field. Going out the third baseman, Nick Lofton. He'll make an over-the-shoulder catch for out number 2. The business end of the bat is resting out beyond the pitcher's mound on the first base side.
And the rest of it looks like a sword.
Ha-Seong Kim, who walked in the second inning and then struck out on a curveball at his shoelaces in the 4th. And Daniel Lynch is the one warming up for Kansas City. Another curveball inside and low. Another swing and a miss. Kim stole second base standing up back in the second inning. He swings at another curveball and misses. That's strike 2.
Yeah, he's just pulling off the breaking ball. He's not had a good swing at a curveball yet.
Let's see why Lugo won't come back with it here and triple up. Let's see if he comes with something else on the 0-2. And he does. He goes with a fastball high.
Yeah. Well, now get ready for the breaking ball. Including he threw a curveball to Kim in the second inning on a 3-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strike offer from Lugo. And that is up high. And there are two balls and 2 strikes on Ha-Seong Kim. So Pages aboard. That was his first walk this month, by the way. 101 plate appearances, didn't have a walk. There's a ground ball just wide of first foul. Not a lot of guys go 100 plate appearances without a walk.
No.
But Andy did in June. And he's aboard, 2 down. 2 ball, 2 strike pitch to Ha-Seong Kim. Curveball swung on and fouled off the front of the first base dugout.
That's like the changeup curveball that he throws from time to time.
And that one was 67. Trying to get you off balance and on your front foot. 2-2 the count to Kim, and the pitch. Swung on, a little ground ball toward the middle. India with a backhand play, throws to first, way too late. The speedy Kim beats it out for an infield single. The Dodgers with 2 on and 2 out.
It's only the 4th at bat of the afternoon for the Dodgers with a runner in scoring position, and it looks like that's going to be all for Lugo.
So with the left-hander Rushing coming up and another left-hander Ohtani behind him, they'll bring in Lynch. And Rushing looks like he'll stay in the game. He's getting information on the lefty, and Lugo gets a standing ovation, and well earned today for the Kansas City starter, who has gone 5 2/3 shutout innings against the.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
In California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for pediatrics. Whether it's routine checkups or life-saving treatments, Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where families turn. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
Out of Richmond, Virginia, pitching change presented by Navien, HVAC, and water heater products. Rushing takes inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ohtani's on deck. 6-0 Kansas City. Top of the 6th. Pages at second base. Kim not being held on. He's got a big lead at first. The pitch. And it's upstairs for a ball, 2-1. Right here, whatever you can do to get on base, load him up for Ohtani.
And Lynch has had some difficulty. Last 7 games, his ERA is right around 6.25.
And a 2-1. And that's inside, 3-1. Rushing was able to check his swing. They appealed down to third base umpire Alex Tosi, who confirmed it. 3-1 pitch from Lynch. And it's swung on, fouled back. Full count to Dalton Rushing. Pages will run from second. And Hassan Kim from first with 2 out. So Lynch ready to go. Left-hander checks the runners. Now the pitch home. Runners go. And strike 3 called. And Rushing is beside himself at the plate. That pitch looked outside off the plate. Ron Kulpa called it strike 3. The Dodgers.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
A showstopper.
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your mobile device. LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 6-0 Kansas City. Kasparius faced the right fielder Jack Caglione. First pitch to him, a curveball swung on and missed. Teoscar Hernandez has left the ball game. Andy Pages has moved over to right field, and Kike Hernandez is coming off the bench to take over in center. Fastball snapped inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Kasparius looking in at the target set by Dalton Rushing. And the pitch up high. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out in the Royals' 6th. And a little foul ball up the first base side. The hard-working Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Kasparius offering a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball by him for strike 3. And Caglione has struck out swinging 3 times today, and on 3 different pitches: a slider, a sweeper, and now a fastball.
No, he's a big, strong kid. He's gonna be all right. But right now, that swing is really long and cannot catch up to the good stuff, especially elevated.
Third baseman Nick Lofton, right-handed batter, 0 for 2 today. Kasparius drills one in there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Kansas City with 2 in the 3rd, 4 in the 5th. And the Dodgers have been held hitless, not hitless, but scoreless, scattering just 4 hits. Freddie Freeman has half of those. Muncy has 1, and Kim has an infield hit. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch. Swung on and bounced foul past third. So Dalton Rushing, your rookie catcher, he plays emotionally sometimes. He's been called out on strikes on, well, let's just say they're borderline pitches, and not getting those calls from the veteran umpire Ron Kulpa. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out on strikes is Lofton as he went after the sweeper. So how do you separate as a player, Mo? Leaving the bat in the dugout and not bringing it with you out into the field.
Well, some are able to do it better than others, and when you're frustrated, it's very difficult to do. You're 0 for 3 to have been punched out. Do you think all 3 times that you did not get the benefit of the call?
Drew Waters batting left-handed, went around.
But for Dalton Rushing, learning. I talk about it so much. Learning the other ball club, their pitches. You also have to learn the umpires. What about the catchers that you're facing with other teams? If they're actually in charge of pitch comm, there's some catchers that are more breaking ball catchers than others. A lot of catchers call more of what they can't hit themselves.
The fastball looked like it caught the plate, but perhaps outside. Yeah, Kulpa turned his head to the left.
He looked over, and that's the sign for the dugout that he thinks that Kulpa missed another one.
Now a 2-1 pitch. And a ground ball foul, and it must have got him on the foot because Waters went down. Let's see. Look at the replay on that one. Yeah, get him on his front right foot. And down he went. 2 outs, nobody on. 2 strikeouts this inning for Kasparis. He'll kick and fire. And this ball is lined into center field. That's a base hit. 2-out single. Now the number 9 hitter, Kyle Isbell, will come back up.
2 strikes. That ball was up a little bit, but it was right down the middle.
Pitch to the left-handed hitter. Center fielder takes outside, ball 1.
Heard a lot of catchers, signify to umpires, that they were not in agreement. Sometimes catcher thinks it's a strike and it's called a ball. Catchers might say umpire's first name.
Isbell swings and pops it up to shallow left. In comes Conforto. He'll reach up, make the catch. Side retired, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. No Dodger errors. We go to the 7th inning.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Continues on its official.
First pitch to Ohtani is in for a strike. Shaw is 0 for 3 today. Struck out looking in the first, swinging in the third, fly to center in the 5th. And he looks at a pitch outside. A slider away, and it's 1-1 to Shohei Ohtani. Lynch turns, delivers home. And that is outside. Lynch out of the University of Virginia. And he'll take a pitch inside now. Ohtani 2-2 the count. He is the 4th Daniel Lynch in his family, and he's added that to the way he wants to be identified in baseball. So he is Lynch the 4th. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Pitch a little low. But Ohtani called out on strikes for the 2nd time today. Here comes Mookie Betts swinging a ground ball to short, backhanded by Garcia, plants his feet, throws to first. He's got Mookie. Mookie's 0 for 4. And 2 out just like that.
Yep, Dodgers beginning to run out of time.
Well, it feels like it's 4th down and 12 at your own 8-yard line. And you need to come up with your best 4th down and 12 play here. Freddie Freeman's been it so far today for the Dodgers. He's been on base 3 times, got 2 singles. He has gone 15 games plus today without an extra base hit. That's the longest streak without an extra base hit in his career. We're trying to change that around. 2-0 to Freeman. Well, Lynch throws one home. It's down and in, and Freddie swings, fouls it back.
Seldom this year have we seen the Dodgers with 5 walks over the first 5 innings and not have runs on the board.
Now a 2-1. And Freddie swings and hammers one to center field. Isbell heading back to the wall. He looks up. It is gone. A home run for Freeman. Freddie's got a solo homer, his first home run since May 11th at Arizona. And the Dodgers get on the board at 6-1.
It's a beginning. And for Freddie Freeman, the beginning of the longest hot streak of the season. He went downstairs and got a fastball. And Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
Max Muncy up, and he swings and misses at a slider. Well, Dave Roberts was talking about having Freddie sit next to him tomorrow for the third game. I think Freddie's made his statement known that he doesn't want to sit with a 3-for-3 day with a home run. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. And the thinking about that was backed up to a day off. They would give Freeman 2 days off. 0-2, and Max pops this one up. Right side of the infield. India fighting the sun. The second baseman backpedaling. Still backpedaling and almost lost it, but hung on at the last second and made the catch. Dodgers get a run on the home run by Freddie Freeman.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
The pitcher for the Dodgers as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 6-1, Kansas City leading in the top of the order up. Jonathan India at the plate. Luis Garcia takes over for Ben Kasparias. 28th appearance for Garcia. And his second in this series, pitched last night. And he'll throw down low ball 1. Kasparias, 4 innings, 8 hits, 6 earned runs. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He's on the hook. Garcia pumps his front left leg 3 times. Now kicks and fires home, and that's a strike on the outside corner. This pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. India, then Bobby Witt Jr., then Miguel Garcia. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, bounce foul past third. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
1-2 to Jonathan India. Garcia fires a pitch home. Breaking ball. That's fouled back behind India. Ball and 2 strikes. 6 runs on 9 hits for Kansas City. 3 of those 9 hits from the guy who's on deck, Bobby Witt Jr. 1 run, 5 hits for the Dodgers. Pitch. Swung on, line to left. That's down the line, headed for the corner. It'll be cut off by Conforto. He fires to second base, and sliding in safely with a pop-up slide is India. He's got a double, his 16th 2-base hit of the season, and he has a 3-hit afternoon. Leadoff double, and Bobby Witt Jr. heading to the plate.
Well, we've heard about the Royals having difficulty with the offense, not this afternoon.
Well, they came into the series, Mo, averaging 3 1/4 runs a game. They've been shut out 10 times this year. It's tied for the most with the Pirates and the Rangers. And the pitch from Garcia to Witt. And it's called a ball. Bottom of the 7th inning, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. One ball, no strike pitch to Witt. DH today. Inside move to second instead by Garcia. Witt hitting .284, 11 home runs, hit his 11th last night. He's driven in 42. Now the 1-0. And that one misses, barely off the corner. Now, granted, that pitch has been called a strike today a few times. And Ron Kulpa, he is a very good umpire. He's more of an old school umpire, so he'll be a little more liberal on the corners. Sometimes. 2-0, breaking ball in for a strike. And he has been known to have a wide strike zone at times. And today he's shown it a few times. But that's the way it goes. It's a strike if he says it's one. And a shot to left field and a base hit. India's going to get held at third base. And Bobby Witt Jr. is 4 for 4. 3 singles and a double. Well, the Royals came into this game losing 11 in a row at home. Never in their franchise history had they lost 12 at home. And they are trying to make sure that doesn't happen today, and so far they have at least made a statement of some sort that they can score runs at times. They do have the fewest home runs hit at home of any team in Major League Baseball. 15 with Pasquantino's today and Witt's yesterday. First pitch into Garcia is low ball 1.
They're losing 11 in a row at home. They've only had 3 home runs in those 11 games.
Now a 1-0 pitch from Garcia. Here it comes to Garcia. And a strike called. Well, where does that stand in terms of the number of home runs at home? I mentioned 15 for the Royals. The Dodgers lead baseball. They have 79 home runs at home. So quite a disparity on how these teams play on their home turf. 1-1, little bouncer to third. Muncy charging, throws to first. India was heading to the plate, then stopped, and he goes back to third base. So they get the out at first. Witt advances to second. India holds at third, so 1 out, runners at second and third.
Nice play by Muncy. Came in, fielded the ball, got the short hop, tough in between hop. And
so Pasquantino up, And in the 5th inning, he had the best drive of the game presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. 12th home run of the year for Vinny Pasquantino. He looks at a pitch on the inside corner. That's called a strike and dropped by Rushing.
He got a hanging breaking ball for the home run. A different story, that fastball in.
Anthony Banda up and throwing. Got in the game last night briefly. Garcia throws the ball home, and it's fouled off by Pasquantino. The count 0-2. 6-1 Royals, out hitting the Dodgers 11-5. But they out hit the Dodgers last night 11-4, but the Dodgers won the game 5-4. Infield is in for the Dodgers. And Miguel Rojas playing shortstop now. Betts out of the game. Pitch is fouled back. Rojas in on the grass but playing up the middle. And Muncy in on the cut of the grass at third, playing close enough to the bag. So there's a lot of room on the left side of the infield. Dodgers trying to choke off the right side in case there's a ground ball there. One out, second and third. 0-2 to the big left-handed hitting first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Luis Garcia set at the belt. The veteran right-hander's pitch. Swung on, ground ball past the diving Freeman down the first base line. Here comes India in to score. Witt right behind him, and into second with a 2-run double is Vinny Pasquantino, and the Royals now lead it 8-1.
Well, the Royals slump is going to turn into a rumor. They have come out hard charging today. And Pasquantino, remember, he was down early in the count, 0-2, fouled off a couple of pitches, and then ran one down the right field line.
5 runs batted in for Pasquantino today. Salvador Perez, the catcher, up. And he is 0 for 3. He takes way inside ball 1. For the last time they scored 8 runs in a game. Now that would be May 21st at San Francisco when they beat the Giants 8-4.
They've been efficient today. They're 5 for 9 runners in scoring position, and here's another opportunity here.
1-1 the count to the right-handed hitting Salvador Perez. He throws a weak swing at the baseball on a slider down low, and it's 1-2. 1 out, runner at second. Ohtani started this one. He went 2. Struck out 1, walked 1, gave up 1 hit, but no runs. And Ben Kasparius had to be sent home from the ballpark yesterday because he was sick. Came in behind him and gave up 6 earned runs on 8 hits. And Garcia's given up 2 here in the 7th. Pasquantino leads at second base, 2-2 pitch. And this one roped down the left field line. That is going to hook foul. Well, it landed on the warning track and hit the side wall. Started out in fair. That ball was fair most of the way, but it just spun and landed on the left side of the chalk line on the warning track.
Another good swing with 2 strikes.
Perez requesting time. And it's granted. He's in his mid-30s now. It takes him a little longer to get back in the box after running down to first like that. Now a 2-2. And a swing and a pop-up foul right side now at play. White Sox leading the Giants 1-0, bottom of the 8th inning. And Cincinnati a run better than the Padres, 4-3. Perez hits a high drive deep to left center field. Kike back, it hits the base of the wall. Pasquantino racing around third. He'll score, and in with a double is Salvador Perez. And a Royal rout is on. It's 9-1. Perez thought he hit it out. He swung, went down to a knee, and watched it for a while.
Admiring his work.
Dave Roberts coming out to get Garcia. Garcia's given up 3 runs here in the 7th and only gotten 1 out. Surrendering 4 hits, 3 of them doubles. Pitching change, timeout in Kansas City. Bottom of the 7th inning. It's
great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All-Star Week rolls up in the ATL, and MLB Network is your all-access pass, featuring all the top prospects in the Futures Game and Swingman Classic. All the selections from the first round of the MLB Draft.
The Washington Nationals select.
And all the swagger from celebrity softball to the All-Stars' big arrival on the red carpet show.
I mean, stars.
It's showtime in Hotlanta. All-Star Week, only on MLB Network, July 11th through 15th.
Day at ICanGoToCollege.com.
Scouts in 35 of the 3rd innings pitch. Opposition hitting .214 against him. And Jack Caglione will come up and hit, the right fielder, with Salvador Perez at second base. 9-1 Royals, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Now the pitch on the way from Banda. Swung on and missed. Fouled back. A piece of it. So for Garcia, 1/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 3 earned runs so far. Book's still open on him. He's responsible for Perez at second base. And now the pitch, a strike called to Caglione.
Garcia, 3 of the 4 hits came with 2 strikes.
3 of the 4 hits doubles. And Perez leads at second base, and the pitch from Banda is low. That double for Perez is 20th of the season, but it's his 1,643rd career hit. And that ties him for 6th on the all-time Royals hit list with Alex Gordon. The 1-2. That swung on, hit in the air to left. Playable for Conforto as it is sliced over near the line. He had to continue to run toward the line and make the catch. And there are 2 down. Caglione is 0 for 4. And Nick Lofton, the third baseman, comes up with 2 down and a runner at second. Stretch by Banda, looks back at second base, and the lefty comes home. Throws it low. Banda came in last night in the 7th inning and faced Caglione and struck him out, and that was the only batter he faced. He gets Caglione here and now throws to Lofton. Called ball 2, 2-0. Field back with 2 down. And the pitch swung on, fouled back. Kike Hernandez expected to lead off in the top of the 8th inning. Andy Pages, Michael Conforto would follow. And Teoscar Hernandez has been taken out of the game, so has Mookie Betts. 9-1 Royals lead. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from Rushing, off to his left, but Perez not going anywhere. That's going to be ball 4. And Lofton will head down to first. 2 on, 2 out for Drew Waters, the left fielder. The Dodgers so far in this road trip 4-0. They'll wrap up the trip tomorrow afternoon. A strike called outside corner. And Chris Bubic is expected to throw a left-hander for Kansas City. The Dodgers will let us know after the game what their plan is. Do not have a listed starter for tomorrow. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Change-up from Banda. The Dodgers, with all the injuries, been piecing it together. And, a couple of times during the course of the rotation, they have to, piece together coverage of innings. 0-2, and they still have the best record in Major League Baseball.
Yeah,
so
it's really shown the depth of this 40-man roster as well.
You get some guys. Edgardo Henriquez is an interesting name. You probably haven't heard that name in a while, but he's just been down in AAA rehabbing and blowing hitters away. Had another great performance last night. Now the 1-2 pitch coming from Anthony Banda. Runners lead, first and second. Pitch swung on and missed, and Drew Waters strikes out. 3 runs come in on 4 hits. 2 men left. We go to the 8th at Kauffman Stadium. The score.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by BetMGM. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The first 40,000 fans on July 2nd will take home a special Yamamoto bobblehead presented by ANA. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
El derecho, John 13-5, and a new pitcher comes in the game for Kansas City, right-hander John Schreiber. 37th appearance for Schreiber, 2-2, and a 3.60 ERA. Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. Kike Hernandez batting in Teoscar's spot. First plate appearance for Kike in the ball game. Teoscar went 0 for 3. And Schreiber ready to deal. And the pitch in there for a strike. Nothing and one. Schreiber's got the target. Now he throws a breaking ball. Check swing. They appeal down to first base umpire Corey Blazer. He says he didn't go. First time we've mentioned Corey's name the whole series. It's probably a good thing when you're talking about an umpire.
Yeah, if they can do a series and not be named, it wasn't a bad one.
Yeah. 1-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, last night we saw Ron Copeland, who was working the plate today as the crew chief, had 2 calls overturned.
Derek Thomas had one today at second base overturned on a caught stealing back in the 3rd inning.
I still have not gotten a really good answer from an umpire. That's going to be agonizing. I mean, you make a call and now you haven't reviewed, and you got 50,000 sets of eyes are looking at it and judging it.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kike's out. 1 gone for the Dodgers in the 8th.
Looking to the manager, courtesy.
1-1 pitch. That's outside. Two and 1 to Andy Paget. Walked his last time up. First time he's walked in June. And the pitch fouled back.
But it does mean a big deal if you're calling the games like last night. You call between. Okay, this double play game over. No, wait a minute. It may not be. And that's all you can do.
Yeah, I mean, I hesitated because I knew the game wasn't over. There's a swing and a miss. And Andy is out on strikes. 2 strikeouts for Schreiber. And here comes Conforto. Conforto 0 for 2 with a walk.
Hey, friends, looking ahead, it's going to be Yoshinobu Yamamoto bobblehead win Wednesday night against the White Sox. First 40,000 fans in attendance will take home the special Yamamoto bobblehead presented by ANA, all Nippon Airways. For tickets and information, come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Pitch to Conforto inside for a ball. Dodgers have left-handed action in the bullpen. Jack Dreyer. And a swing and a miss. On a ball down and in, a cutter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, we knew Tanner Scott wasn't going to be available today anyway, but not the kind of game he'd normally get in. Same for Kirby Yates. 8-run deficit late. Pitch down low.
It is kind of strange the way the Dodgers have to work around their pitching staff. Say Dreyer's warming up. We're in the 8th inning, especially since he was the starting pitcher on Tuesday.
Conforto lines it right to the shortstop, Michael Garcia. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the 8th. We head to the bottom of the inning.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, someone that's just mailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
champion LA right here on the world champion LA.
Kansas City leading. Miguel Rojas on the mound, and he throws a strike to tie out, so one away here in the 8th inning for Kansas City.
On the pitch speed at 48 miles an hour.
But what's the perceived speed?
Perceived?
48?
5.
Back to the top of the order, Jonathan India, one down. For Rojas, this will be career pitching appearance number 7 and his 3rd one this year. And pitch inside. His ERA this year, I don't know if you want to know. I'll tell you, it's 21. But his career ERA is 11.57, 11 and a half.
Not much better.
3 ball, 1 strike count to India. Throws one over the plate. India lines it to right for a base hit. And Jonathan India with a 4-hit game.
Another 48 mile an hour, whatever it was.
I don't know what kind of pitch he's throwing. But it's advancing in the general direction of home plate. And he throws it. On 2 men out. Now left-handed hitter John Rave hitting for Garcia. Rojas getting ready to pitch out of the stretch. Throws home. It's a little bit high at 41.3 miles per hour. It registers as a slider, believe it or not. 1-0 pitch. Ooh, he reached back for that one. 62 miles an hour.
Hum, baby. Hum, baby.
He missed it, though. It's 2-0. Rojas delivering. And this ball hit in the air by Rave to center field. Ranging over to his right is Kike Hernandez, and he makes the catch. And Miguel Rojas.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
This very moment. Back to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth on your official home of Los Angeles Dodgers baseball.
Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. And now the Royals manager, Matt Quatraro, and a trainer going out to look at second baseman Jonathan India. Top of the ninth inning, 9-1. Royals with the lead. Defensive changes. Tolbert stays in to play short. Rave stays in to play left field. Waters moves over to center. And now looks like India is going to come out of the ball game, and we'll have another change. Gives us time to tell you when there's a tremendous play that is a save of the game. It's brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California. Say goodbye grass, hello rebates. Visit bewaterwise.com. So India standing up on top of the dugout steps. Not sure what this is all about. Quatraro's going to go take him out. And they need another player. Bobby Witt, they're going to give up the DH, so Witt's going to come in, go to short, and they'll move the infielders over to second base.
Bobby Witt Jr. is going to vacate the designated hitter's position. He's now playing shortstop. Tyler Tolbert will now play
so Tolbert's at third now.
Lofton will play second.
And Lofton will move from third to second base. So, again, for the second day in a row, Mo, how does your scorebook look? Like a spring training?
How about this? Tolbert's playing in second position this inning.
Tolbert's at third.
It hasn't been a pitch thrown.
How about that? And now another delay.
Now we're going to get another change.
Now Witt's going to come out.
Well,
and Freddie Fermin's going to go in and play second base.
Well, now you're going to, the score is lopsided. But technical, once you take a position on the field, you're in the game.
Yeah, so Lofton is back to third.
Well, it's going to be an interesting scoring because once you take the field, you are in the game. You take a position, you're in the game.
Tolbert's at short for the second time this inning without a pitch thrown. And Freddie Fermin, for the first time in his major league career, plays second base. So now we got all that figured out, and Ha-Seong Kim ready to hit against the lefty Sam Long. And he swings the first pitch and pops it up foul, third base side. And that will be into the camera well down the third base side. Top of the ninth inning, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. 0-1 to Ha-Seong Kim. And that pitch is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kim 1 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base today. Stole second in the second inning, uncontested. 2 balls and a strike now to Kim. And the pitch fouled off to the left. Dodgers only run today on a solo home run to center field by Freddie Freeman.
Tim, if this were a close game, I think we would really be having a in-depth discussion about the changes.
2-2 lifted to shallow right, and coming on and not making the catch is Caglione. That's a base hit for Kim.
A little broken bat, little flare. Again, you take the position on the field, you're in the game. So technically, we're looking at a roster that comes through with the MLB. It's showing Witt still as the designated hitter, even though he went to the shortstop position on the field.
I don't know if I've ever seen that where they vacate the DH, put that guy in the game, and then take him out immediately. Dalton Rushing hits a high fly ball to right. Caglione drifting underneath it. And he'll finally make the catch, and there's 1 away in the ninth. You ever seen that?
No, and I'm going to ask umpire supervisor tomorrow about this because my understanding in reading rule books is that once you take your position, in other words, if you're the hitter and I step into the batter's box in your place, guess what? I'm in the game.
3, 6, 5, 7, 8.
1 out, 1 on. Tommy Edman's first plate appearance. Switch hitter batting right, and he lines it down the right field line. That'll be a fair ball. It's going to roll to the corner. Kim flying around second on his way to third. He'll hold there. And Tommy Edman with a double. Dodgers with a little something going on here late. And so Rojas in bet spot. It was Edman that went in for Ohtani. And the Dodgers vacating the designated hitter by doing that. First plate appearance for Miguel this afternoon. 1 out, 2 on, pitched by Long, and the pitcher, Miguel Rojas, who, by the way, is the second pitcher in the game to hit today.
Confuse the issue. Went in at shortstop before the first pitch was made, went to third, and then before the first pitch was made again, went back to short. Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. Now Freddie Freeman. He'll take a pitch low and in. He's been on base 4 times. He's got 3 hits, 2 singles, and a home run. Also a walk today. So safe to say he's coming out of it. Will he play tomorrow? We'll see. Runners lead, second and third, 2 down in the ninth. 9-1 Royals lead it. And Freeman takes strike 1. What's on second, by the way?
Yes.
Here's a 1-1, and that's inside.
Third baseman, naturally.
Looks like Salvador Perez wanted to get rid of his glasses. So, clubhouse guy for the Royals comes over and gets him. 2-1 to Freddie Freeman. The lefty Long delivers, and Freddie takes inside for ball 3. You know, it's that kind of game when you get to Abbott and Costello in the ninth.
Well, you know, their bit on who's on first is in baseball's Hall of Fame.
It's brilliant. 3-1, and a swing and a miss. And the Dodgers down to their final strike this afternoon. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Everybody standing, better than 36,000 here today. And the next offer to Freeman, swung on and pulled foul. So he'll get another on a 3-2 pitch coming. Ha-Seong Kim, the runner at third. Tommy Edman at second. Long set on the hill. The 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers. Freddie Freeman's been on base 5 times today. And wouldn't you know it, with the bases loaded, Max Muncy is up. He's got 2 grand slams just this week. So the pitching coach for the Royals, Brian Sweeney, will run out of the first base dugout. He wants to have a word with Long. Max is tied with Carl Furillo, Mike Piazza for the second most grand slams in franchise history with 8. Gil Hodges, the Hall of Famer, has the most with 14. Boy, wouldn't it be nice just right now to get one over the fence? 9-1 Royals lead it. Here comes the pitch to Muncy. He swings and lines it to right. That's a base hit. Here comes Kim in to score. Everybody stops Going station to station. It's a 2-out RBI single for Max Muncy, his second hit of the afternoon. He's 2 for 4.
And Muncy just continues to just absolutely pound the baseball.
Well, in the last 5 games, that's his 16th RBI. Going station to station here. It's 9-2. Edman at third base, Freeman at second. There's a ground ball up the middle by Kike Hernandez, and that's a hit. Here comes Edman in to score. Freeman around third. He'll score. And the Dodgers add 2 more. It is 9-4. Just had a thought. Let's just say, miracle of miracles, they win this. Miguel Rojas would be the winning pitcher. But they've still got a way to go. Runners at the corners. A 9-4 ball game. And Pages takes low. Taking second base on defensive indifference is Kike Hernandez. Not a steal. Two-run single for Kike. And now there's a base hit to right field by Pages. In to score is Muncy. Holding at third, Hernandez. It is 9-5. All this with 2 outs in the ninth. RBI number 55 for Andy Pages.
Well, might as well make it really interesting.
And the Royals have to get Carlos Estevez warming in the bullpen. With 2 outs in the ninth, the Royals were leading 9-1. It's now 9-5. Kike Hernandez is at third base. Andy Pages at first. And Michael Conforto at the plate, the 9th man to hit in the 9th inning. 0 for 3 today with a walk. And a fastball down the middle. No balls, 1 strike to Conforto. Trying to keep it going here in the ninth. And the pitch, there goes Pages to second. He'll get it. Defensive indifference, so the Dodgers now with runners at second and third. First base sits unoccupied, 1-1. And a little squibber on the infield, third base side. That is picked up, thrown to first, and that gets there in time, and that's the ball game. That ball turned right, left, and then right again on the grass. Had so much spin on it. Lofton charged and was able to throw out Conforto to end. And they dropped this one by a 9-5 score. And the